A new year begins with more and more adventures waiting. From the wild creatures and activities at Africa, to birds covering Canada, to the beautiful steel birds in the skies. The sim could never get better, and even better days are coming ahead with more incoming. Come join me as we uncover all of these, and do subscribe as we bring you the latest. As the year begins, we ought to remind you that we have some interesting giveaways today. So do stick around till the end. Before we dive right in, one of the interesting aspects of flight simming can be the manner you fly your aircraft, get more professional, and learn every step of the way. Now the sim sure does have tutorial missions. Something more interesting would be FS Academy packs, designed from a real airline captain, David. Every step of the way has been guided well, engaging a range of missions like VFR flying, IFR, jetliners and more. If you haven't checked this out yet, do take advantage of the 40% off that's been ongoing until the 4th of January, being the last day on the sale. The feature for our video would be towards Africa, Victoria Falls from the team of Jeppesen 2001. Of course, the default sim is no doubt evergreen in most areas of the world, but certainly some unique places leave much to be desired, especially natural features in remote locations. Just look at the way the amount of work has been done here, and that mist floating over the skies, bringing life to the waterfalls and the location. Not just recreating a waterfall, surrounding areas have been well taken care. It's no longer another river flowing down with no effects. Animations with sounds trying to match the real world. When we talk about surrounding scenery, there are a number of things included, from a speedboat, a cable car, scenery features, animated bungee jumper, and more. In fact, 6 heliports with numerous spots to spawn, 4 bush strips, helipads that are 30 to land, plus other locations. Now the rapids animated here stretch to 23 miles, that's approximately 37 kilometers. A pack certainly adding towards realism at the sim that can be found conveniently at Sim Market. You can find the link to this beautiful pack in the description below. We mentioned Birds at Canada in the beginning. That is none other than South Oaks Co's new establishment of the region of Canada from the team of Tyler. We have seen birds before, covering different regions. Imagine observing a flock of birds on your runway when you're heading for a green light from the ATC, which adds to the experience. A number of regions have been covered with great reception from the community. Growth is always a good thing, and it's quite necessary to listen to your community. And without further delay, plenty of features have dialed in towards Canada, from animated birds where users can see them fly across your flights, ranging up to 11,000 feet with random tracks. Plenty of ground birds can be found as well at major international airports. We can't imagine doing our VFR on a coastal region to observe circling gulls and many more things. Towards aircraft, the team of Bluebird Simulations once again surprised us with another project in line. First off, the 757 is in progress. With the reveal of an additional aircraft brings more possibilities. The Boeing 767-300 is no doubt one of the most popular of wide-body long-range aircraft. Now this was the first Boeing to be designed with a 2-crew digital glass cockpit. A sibling aircraft of the 757 in many ways, including an identical cockpit. There's still so much more work on this upcoming project, and with the screenshot shared on the 767, it looks like a good amount of exteriors are very well in progress, and there's more to follow on this one. Another commercial kind coming from Aerosoft would be the A330. We have seen plenty of images before. This week, the team shared us a closer look on the cabin. With the cabin lighting here, it sure does look remarkable, with Matij's Cock shared previews showing both the external elements and the internal one of the aircraft. With the PBS here, it looks like it affects the lighting and a good use of the SDKs. Now working on the cabin makes a lot of sense. We spend most of the time here. While we do look at the exteriors of the aircraft at times, the cabin is one of the places where we most focus on journeys. Another element to add would be performance. Now how more beautiful the model looks, performance matters to us at the end of the day. With what the team has tested, delivered a 60 frames per second performance. Now of course this could be a great machine, but what matters here is the performance the team are keen on optimizing, hoping to run smoothly on other machines as well. We thought that the default Diamond would do it all. A third-party ware coming soon from the team of Sim Solutions. The Diamond DA sure plans to make it to the sky sometime. Now this team have been well known right from X-Plane, who worked on similar projects including the Piper J3 Club. This won't be a port over, rather a new process and a learning curve for this team with the given SDKs the Sim offers. The team are set to work on every detail possible, trying to give an accurate representation of the model. Every aircraft has its own complexities, and the Diamond DA2 was one of the first aircraft designed from Diamond, a small two-seat monoplane quite often used for training. Ground level speaking, the Dublin airport from MK Studios have been an interesting one. I've thoroughly enjoyed having many takeoffs and landings from this point. Now we ought to see a revamped version here. It appears to be a norm these days for numerous teams to revisit their projects after a couple of years and get them up to date with the latest change the sim can offer, plus what the airport offers. Now the planned release was during October, and with coinciding on VATSIM, they had to move it to this year. Looking at the preview of the hangars and rework stand markings, a new layout, textures and buildings, hoping to give an even better depiction including Dublin's newest runway as well. In the world of development, what's new this time? What's the future for Microsoft Flight Simulator? There are a number of milestones to be met, covering a range of things from changes like world updates to sim updates. Plus, not to forget the things that come in parallel from the local legends and the famous flyers. What are we looking for the next immediate change? Of course, World Update 12 is in good plans this year, coming next month and covering New Zealand. From several points of interest, airports, DEM data that has a ton of work, aerial imagery, TINs and more. Now coinciding world updates would be Local Legends series, and with World Update 12 comes the de Havilland DHC4. What's in store for this year? 7 world updates are to be addressed. Yes, now with New Zealand to begin with, we ought to see more unique places of the world. Regions hoping to address Asia can be a great addition as well. 7 sim updates that expand the simulation in different ways, from avionics, systems and a lot more. 7 local legend aircraft and 7 famous flyers that coincide with sim updates. A lot for sure to bring more joy to flight simulation this year. Before we move to events, it's a good way to begin this year by offering some cool giveaways. I'd like to thank each of you for your support, and it means a lot to me. We have a number of giveaways today. Yes, plenty of them. Let's see. An emergency lights pack from South Oaks Co. covering the US. 1 Seafront Simulations pack covering the Hawaiian Islands. 2 Canary Islands packs from Seafront Simulations, AREX packs, 2 Miramar Jetfields. And to top it all, 2 cool aircraft. A Wilga PZL 104 and a Vision Jet. 10 giveaways in total. A lot of prizes to be won. Very simply, all you need to do is to subscribe and leave a comment below here, and 10 lucky winners will be picked and announced on next week's video. So please keep that in mind. An easy way is to hit that bell button to get notified. Towards events, the team of Aussie Group Flights team continue their journey uncovering a good portion of Australia. This week, the plan is to begin from Horn, YHID in short, going all the way to Waipa. Now Australia has been their destination and a good way to take advantage of a world update region. So mark your calendars as the event is on Friday, the 6th of January. You get to meet new folks who love flight simming and maybe have your own set of adventures in the future. If you join a Discord server, you can find the details of the events, plus the latest news on what's hot at the sim. In the line of freewares, let's go international this time. Newark International Airport, KEWR in short. It's a nice airport and set on the east coast of the US, closer to New York. Now the developer Chuck991 has received a good reception from the community, offering us a 5-star highly rated airport, which was a recent release. An overhaul of the New York airport with new terminals, ground textures with small objects that bring life to the airport. It's a good start, a work in progress, but not bad at all for an initial release. The link to both the freeware and the community events can be found right here in the description below. We hope you liked this video. We have so much more coming. It's a good way to begin this year and with a lot more flights and adventures for sure. Do subscribe for more and don't forget about the giveaways. Until next time, do take care.